Well, hello everyone. It's Bronnie here again for another day in Bronnie's World, and it's 1008 days today, I think. Oh my goodness, what a morning I've had, guys. Here I am ready to come on and share with you these two gorgeous guests I have with me today. And I brought in a glass of drink to have with me. Not alcoholic, by the way, it's a sunny morning here. And I knocked it over right on my laptop. So it's been a bit of a struggle. I saved the day. Anyway, so I'm a little bit flustered this morning. But today, my beautiful special guests. I love this couple. They're natural, just natural people. But they are some of our brand ambassadors in our longevity world. We stay natural. I think that's how they say it. So, and how can see, I really got flustered this morning. You know, Dr. Brodie's like when she gets flustered. But anyway, Stan and Laura, or Dr. Laura as she is, are just so, they're country people like me. They love horses. I love horses, but they've got race horses, if I'm right. And they live in, well, I can tell you where they live, but anyway, in the USA. But Dr. Laura is a naturopathic doctor, and she's going to actually tell you her story, how she got there as well, because I don't think she started out quite that way. But they have these awesome brands. Stuff. We don't have everything down here, down under, but I wanted you to get to know them and their story. So Bronnie's flustered self is going to hand it over to Stan and Dr. Laura Dennison. Thank you guys for coming on and being my special guest today. I've been trying to get you guys for a while, but they have a beautiful story, and I just want you to get to know this gorgeous couple like I have got to know. Take it away, guys. Sure, the floor is all yours.
Thank you. We're so glad to be on here and be your 1008th guest or show or podcast, whatever you're doing. Keep doing it. You're doing an awesome job. Thank you, Brownie. So Bronnie.
Yeah, we want to say hello from Norman, Oklahoma. That's where we're from. Is the great state of Oklahoma, and Laura will
There's
probably
a song
tell
about
you
that. There's a song about Oklahoma.
Yep. Laura's probably going to do a little more talking than I am until I need to step in. But what happened and the way we did this, honest to goodness, almost 30 years ago, a friend of mine, like most of you, have been asked or bothered by a friend to join some type of a home-based business, and I absolutely refused. I wanted nothing to do with it. I didn't think it was real. It wasn't for me. I had a better job than that. And I kind of downplayed it a little bit. And on about day 5, when he kept bothering me, and thank goodness that he did, I decided I'd get involved. Wasn't going to do anything anyway. I wrote him a little check and went home. Tried to figure out how I was going to tell Laura that I spent $20 on a sales kit that we didn't have. And I just decided I wouldn't say nothing because I wasn't going to do nothing. And then thank goodness about 2 weeks later, I started looking at what I had signed up for, and all of you have signed up for. And I saw something I'd never seen in my entire life of school and the workplace, and it was a compensation plan. And the more I studied that compensation plan, the more excited I got. And I started dreaming again, and I started thinking different. And I thought, oh my, what if? And so I told Laura, I came out of the closet and I told Laura what I'd done and what I'd signed up to do. And she probably wasn't real excited about it, but as it grew on us, it grew, and we took off. I mean, we decided if this thing worked half as good as the people said it would, it was the best thing that we would ever do in our life. And we could work from home or anywhere in the United States, be with our kids, our family, and still create a residual income. So that's kind of how it happened for us 30 years ago. The doors opened, and we were blessed to walk through the door and get serious about living what I call a free life. And by that, I mean just being able to pay the bills. You don't have to be a multimillionaire. You just need to pay the bills. And if you can do that from anywhere in the world, it's a blessing. And I've never considered myself to have a job for 25 years because it's something I love to do. And when you get paid to do something you love to do, it's no longer a job. It's just fun. So,
Well, and what's been really neat, 30 years ago, people thought we were crazy because we quit our real jobs and because we were making enough money to sustain our income to be able to do that. And so we just went full time. It was so much fun. This business, this industry is absolutely incredible because of the people that we get to meet. I mean, I would have never met you and we wouldn't be on the Zoom if we wouldn't have been a part of this, company and this dream. And so 30 years ago, like I said, people thought we were crazy. But we never missed our kids' events. I mean, it just was absolute blessing for us in our family. And we've been doing it full time ever since then. And but during this road, we started out in a different type of company. Now we're in a health company, Longevity, which a lot of you guys know. But before that happened, Stan got sick and with Barrett's esophagus, which is cancer of the throat. And so we sold out of everything. We moved back home so we would be closer to my parents. Because we didn't think that, Stan was going to be, it was looking very bleak for him. And thankfully, God blessed us again by finding a certain product. And so we went to the natural world because the medical world for us, it wasn't a good fit of their treatment. And so we started looking at alternatives. And that was actually our truest, blessing because, this is the path that we've been on, the natural, healthy, supplements. It changed our lifestyle. We changed our kids' lifestyle, because, we do things naturally, like you said, we're a natural family. Our company was, so we bought the company. We went full bore into the nutritional industry. And Stay Natural was born. I went back to school because it was my passion to keep him alive, him with me. We've been married 32 years, going on close to 33, and we work 24/7 together. I mean, we're together all the time. So I couldn't imagine my life without him. And so I went back to school. I got my holistic health practitioner's degree. I got my bachelor's of natural medicine. I just kept going to school. And then my most recent, of course, is my naturopathic, doctor of naturopathy. And so, but we got with Longevity 7 years ago. And it was like, why would we want to come over to Longevity? I mean, we had this company, we had these great products, we were making a difference, in people's lives. We made a difference in our own lives, with our own products. And it just was a perfect fit. I mean, Dr. Wallach's philosophy, with these 90 essential nutrients, and then you take our company that had these herbs and it's an herbal support. And I know a lot of you guys have them over there with you guys,
We have some of them.
Absolutely. I mean, Eat Less, which is an amazing product, Stay Restored. And, what I love is those are, that is our baby, isn't it? I mean, Stay Natural products, we want them to always be around because it has helped so many people. And, and it started with my husband. And, that's been our journey. The last 7 years has been, I mean, absolutely incredible, being a part of Longevity, being a brand ambassador, with Longevity and helping people marriage the two products. I mean, the 90 for Life, which is your foundational products, and you have these other herbs and shakes and everything else. And so it's been a lot of fun, hasn't it?
Been a blast. And see, what a lot of people don't know, when we joined Longevity right at 7.5 years ago, we were the oldest company to ever become part of Longevity. When they were 25, we were 24. When they're 29, we're going to be 28. So we had been around a long time. And if you had noticed our products, when you look at them, they kind of say what they are, like Eat Less, Stay Energized. We named those so people could figure out by looking at the label, because sometimes people come up with some really cool names. And Hope is a very, very good high-powered blood purifier, and it says exactly, it has hope. It gives you hope when things are not right. That Eat Less product is what turned my whole life around. My whole life, I thought I had heartburn, and it turned out I had acid reflux that ended up ruining my esophagus. So that was the game changer product for me. And then the other thing, if you'll notice, a lot of people don't realize the Stay Natural brand. If you'll look at it really close, STA and the next letter's N, that's Stan, and then LAURA is Laura, and the extra T in there was our team. So it was the Stay Natural brand and the Stay Natural team, but my name and Laura's name is on the label. Another thing
I actually kind of thought that was probably why how it got its name. I
And a
wasn't
lot
going
of
to say
things-
that.
another thing that I'm really proud of, for all these years, we've had Genesis 129 on our label. And about a couple of years ago, somebody at corporate thought it might be a good idea to be politically correct to remove that from our label. And Laura and I refused. We said, you know, we really want to be part of this company, but we're not changing who we are. And Steve Wallach called me personally and said, Stan, I understand that compliance, somebody had talked to you about this and that you're not really interested in. I said, Steve, I'm not really interested in it. I'm not going to do it. And he said, good. I don't want you to do it. That is your brand and it's your company. And he took me off the list of political incorrect to leave that. And so it stays on our label and has been there ever since. So,
And we
yeah.
haven't ever forgot that, Steve, because I
Yeah.
mean, that's what you get with Longevity is they have a heart and we
so
And he's
everything,
authentic. They're authentic,
everything-
aren't they?
very authentic.
Yeah. Everything has just went really well for us. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. Back in the very beginning days, when we were living life large and doing things we shouldn't have been doing, eating bad, I was smoking. I mean, I never thought about herbs and teas and all of these things because it just didn't interest me until I got sick. And once I got sick, I changed my mind. And I'm going to tell you right now, there's nothing out there in longevity or anywhere else that will keep you from getting sick. Getting sick is natural, and you build immunities to it. There's no products anywhere that cures you or treats you or prevents anything. But what we have seen in 25 years and what we know with longevity is the quality of life. And maybe when you get a cold, it lasts 6 hours instead of 6 days. I've just seen so many different things when you're putting the right nutrients, the minerals, the vitamins in your body and doing the things that you need to do. Is it going to make you live longer? Probably not. Is it going to make you be healthier? Probably is. And we're all about quality. We want to live a quality life, you know, and we believe that our products, along with Longevity's products, can give everyone that opportunity if they so choose.
And you wanted us to talk about our story and with the Stay Natural products, when you talk about the name, it just, we didn't realize it had our names in it until we actually got the patent back from the trademark office and got that plaque. And we really believe that God has orchestrated a lot of things, in our life. And that was one of them was, doing this company. And we're very passionate about it. And so most of the products that you see has been designed because of our own family. So when we make a product, it's with somebody in our mind that's in our circle of people that need help. So like the vegan shake, which is the Stay Natural plant-based shake, which
I believe is being introduced at our convention this weekend.
yes,
Because we haven't had it and we've been begging for that down under.
and so our granddaughter was allergic to milk, and so she couldn't do the TMR. And everybody needs a good protein shake. I don't care if you're in weight loss or, a good protein shake is, good for your muscles and everything. And she's very active. And so that shake was designed with our Maddie in mind. We have 7 grandkids. We had 6 granddaughters, and then we had a grandson. And so we do have a grandson. We have 4 kids.
Yep.
And so we had 3 girls and then a boy. So, it sort of went the same way with our grandkids, but
The opposite to us.
I can't tell you.
We have 3 boys and a girl, and we have 5 grandsons, and then we've just had a granddaughter in January. How ironic is that?
it is, you get so used to, all the boys, and then all of a sudden here comes this girl. Well, same thing with us, of course. Our Grant, he is, spoiled rotten because he's got all these girls to take care of him, and so it's a lot of fun.
One of the unique things about our products is that Laura formulated these products, and she formulated everything on a month supply. So every bottle or it's a month supply. Doesn't go off of body weight. It's in the capsule. And now that doesn't mean if you happen to weigh 200 or 300 pounds, you might need to double up for your knees or something to stay restored. But we always tell everybody, start exactly like the label says. It's a month supply, and our products are very, very affordable. That was one of the great things about becoming part of Youngevity, is we were able to hold our prices to our people, to our company, and our people are still strong in Youngevity. They've added a lot of products, and that's really why Laura and I moved our company in with Youngevity. We saw the benefit, not just for our people to get minerals and vitamins and the Mighty 90 and the things that we would never have. I mean, we were never going to have lipstick and makeup. And I always thought, well, why would we want all of that? But then I got granddaughters, and and so it's the perfect fit. You just swap where you shop. And once we merged in, it has been amazing. And I think the most amazing thing about Youngevity is the people. I've been around this thing a long time, 30 years in the industry, and I've never seen a company who has relationship people like we do. You talked about hugging, man. We're getting ready to go on a cruise next year. We put together the brands of Youngevity, and there's 30, 40 people going. I mean, we just love to love.
And
yeah, I wished I could get across for that cruise, but it's a tad hard from Australia.
Yeah.
At this point in time.
Yeah.
Maybe you never know. You never know what can happen down the road. Sorry, because the good Lord just puts things in your way, like there at the right people at the right time, doesn't he?
We definitely believe that, for sure.
I do.
Speaking of your granddaughters, speaking of your granddaughters, hang on a minute, Stan. You were talking about your granddaughters and not wanting makeup, right? Just as well you have it, because we have this beautiful mineral makeup, right? Because your granddaughters do ballet. And I see you, this is what you love about your lifestyle, is you are able to go to all their events, you travel around the country, the USA. I see you doing that all the time. So where do they actually live now? So go on, sorry.
Well, and that's why we love this business, because I'm not missing any of my grandkids' events, unless they're on the same day, and as far as that goes. But that's we love our life, and we love our lifestyle, and we love having healthy products to keep us going. I mean, it's just and the people. He was talking about the people. Another hugger is Laney Sharp. Okay, she lives in Kansas. Okay, and we're best friends. I mean, and we would have never met her if it wouldn't have been us coming over to Youngevity. I mean, maybe the stars would have aligned or something like that. I don't know, but she is absolutely. So the people of Youngevity is absolutely fantastic, and I just love that.
Yeah, I mean, it's something we've never seen before. In a lot of companies, we know a lot of people in other companies, and there's good companies, but I never have seen in my lifetime the people like what we see in Youngevity. Whether we go to California, we all get together somewhere, Australia. When we come together, it is like a family reunion without any enemies.
Exactly. It's sort of just one big happy family. Yeah, just this weekend we have the event on the Gold Coast, which I had planned, and hoped to have been at, but circumstances have prevented me going there in person. So thankfully, we're going to do it through Zoom, and gorgeous Dr. Laura is going to be speaking through that. So, guys, if you want to get hold of that, you can still get a ticket to the Zoom section of that convention for this weekend, and then you can watch it over and over and over again, because I'm really looking forward to at least being able to do that with everyone. But
well, it's going to be amazing.
Not getting a hug.
It's going to be an amazing event. The speakers lineup they have is amazing, and then what they're teaching and learning about products and different things. I mean, that's the thing we've always heard our whole life is the secret is education. And I didn't have any education back when I was doing things wrong, eating wrong, doing things bad. I just didn't have any knowledge about what was going to happen. Guys, you all know what's going to happen. All you got to do is turn around and look at the past. I mean, from parents to grandparents to aunts and uncles, you know what the future is if you don't do something different than what they did, you know. And that's what I tell everybody at my seminars. I mean, same thing with your bank account. If you don't ever do anything different, it's never going to change. And Laura and I have been blessed in this industry. It's the only thing I've ever found that would let us never miss a ballet recital or a football game or a baseball game with our kids and still pay me. And it didn't happen overnight. But once we made that transition of thought to we, you know, we worked all day. We had jobs just like everybody else. There's nothing wrong with that. But what we did different than a lot of people was when we went home and changed clothes and took a shower, we went to an event. We created an event. We went somewhere to tell somebody about what we were doing and seeing who wanted to join us and live a life different than most people. And I am a firm believer that if you'll do what most people won't do, then you can have what most people will never have. And it's time freedom and financial freedom.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's why lost. See, that's what happens when you spill your drink everywhere and you can't. Your throat gets all dry. But you know, that's what I love about this industry is it doesn't matter what people are doing now. They can work this business alongside anything, even if they're a stay-at-home mum or a stay-at-home dad, because we have a lot of those, or they're a university student, or even a retired person or a young person just, you know, out of school. It doesn't matter the age or like we've got, like I say, you're a Dr. Laura. That's, you know, we have doctors, we have lawyers, we have, you know, people of high quality profiles in their own right. And you think, why would they want to be part of this business? And you nailed it on the head, Stan. It's not just about the money, it's the time. They want back time with their families, with their loved ones, to do what they really want to do. Am I right?
Absolutely. You know, for 30 years, we've got to own our own time, and it's been amazing. I mean, we've been married, like I said, 32, going on 33 next year. And the thing is for 30 years, we've owned our own time. You know, when you start thinking about your story, it just, you know, you get to make it, you get to write it. And that's what we did. We dreamed, and then we put it into play. And so, you know, and our drive was always, you know, bigger than our quit. And, you know, that's sort of what you got to do is you got to have the right mindset to just go out there and do it. Time freedom is probably the most valuable thing that we have. Our health is the most valuable, excuse me, and then time freedom, because we do get to choose, you know, what we
can't have one without the other, can you?
Right.
It goes together like a horse and carriage.
Absolutely. And we got horses, you know that.
Yeah, I know you do. Yeah, like I don't know how many you have, but you know, Stan's always out feeding horses.
I can't tell you how many I have, because then she'll know and she'll look at the feed book checks and everything. No.
It doesn't matter.
I know how many we have.
Oh dear, I wish my husband was sitting here beside me as well, because you know, we would bounce off each other really well, because him and I have just celebrated our 41st wedding anniversary.
Yay.
Yes. But we bounce off each other like you guys do. And I actually had our neighbours say to us once, a few years ago now, because one of them's passed away, said to us, we don't need to go and watch any daytime television or anything. We have a comedy show right next door. So that was a good compliment to us, because we just bounce off each other really, really well. And there are some people who don't quite know how to take that. And we sort of, I must admit, we sort of think, okay, didn't know it came across like that. But then, so you just never know. But I love the way you two bounce off each other.
Well, we work well together. You know, a lot of people maybe couldn't do that 24/7 for 30 years, but I don't know that we could do it any other way, and nor would we want to. But I will tell you, Laura's all about health. And I'm all about marketing. I love to market and talk and sell and help people. And I love the idea that taste, because Laura has formulated, and you're going to find out down there when you get the shake down there, the plant-based, because most of them taste horrible. And this one is absolutely amazing. And in almond milk, it's like a dessert. So you're going to love the flavor of that.
Oh, I can't wait to try it. Oh dear. Well, I have had an absolutely wonderful time, just chatting with you guys, and can't wait to the day I can actually hug you in person. And that day will come. So, and like I said, though, it's not about the length of life that the good Lord gives us, because that's up to Him at the end of the day. It's the quality of life, isn't it?
Absolutely.
I actually touched on that on my spiritual Sunday thing. If the good Lord says you're coming home today, Bronwyn, I'm fine with that. But in the meantime, I'm doing everything to live the best quality life I can, and that's what we all like to share with everyone. Is that correct?
Oh, absolutely. I think about 30 years ago, the quality of life. Well, it wasn't 30 years ago; it was 25 that he got Barrett's esophagus, and they were wanting to tie his stomach up into a P-trap, and they were wanting to, if that didn't work, then he'd have a colostomy bag, and we just didn't want to go down that road. He was only 34 years old,
Mhm.
and so the quality of life, it really means a lot to us, and we're so thankful that we've been blessed with a great life. But like what you said, if God was to call us today or tomorrow, we know we've done everything we could to be the healthiest we could be, mind, spirit, body, and we love being able to do that.
Yeah, exactly, because this is God's temple, and it's our responsibility to take care of it. But anyway, well, I guess I know you got another call on very shortly, so I should let you go. I'm not quite sure. I think you've got to have dinner in there somewhere, haven't you? That's the trouble with time zones. And sort of, I don't want to take up too much of your valuable time, but I've had fun doing this. Would you do it again sometime?
Absolutely, we would love to.
And guys, if you want to know a little bit more about our Stan Natural, I'm going to call it Stan Laura. Team Stan Laura, because you're right. Anyway, if you want to know a little bit more about that, get a hold of me and I can put you in touch with these gorgeous people anytime. Sort of, just be good. Got to be good because they're good people. And if you want to know about racehorses, talk to Stan. He's a horseman. But anyway, and I know there's a lot of other things you do really well in our company, because we have so many different versatile products and services that we can talk about them next time, maybe, especially the DAC side, because I know Stan's really big into that. Am I right, Stan?
I love the services. It's something that I've never seen before, added with a natural, herbals and supplements and food and makeup. It's like it just brought everything together because we all use services of some type.
Yeah, it's sort of, and people can pick their passion and marry them all together, because life's all about marrying them all together, isn't it? And when you've got a good marriage, look at that. 41 years for us, 32. So when's it 33?
It's St. Patty's Day. So March 17th. Yeah, March 17th.
Did you plan that?
I did.
I did, because I didn't want him to forget it. And so it sort of worked out. We knew we were going to, we went on a whim and we went and got married, and we got married in Vegas of all places. Yeah, it's a little bit funny because when we were getting married, I left my driver's license at the hotel. So we had to go back. So we only had like 30 minutes to make it on St. Patty's Day, on the 17th. And so we were sort of rushed in and said our I do's, and then it's been like that ever since. It's just been it's been a lot of fun, hasn't it?
What she didn't tell you is I ran back to the room to get it for her, and she stayed in the limo. And when I came down, there was 400 limos out there, and I like to never found her.
It was comical the whole way through. I mean, it was just, and we've been laughing and having a great time ever since.
I think that started it.
Yeah.
We started laughing in Las Vegas 32 years ago. We've never quit.
Yeah.
And you haven't stopped. My husband and I actually were introduced by his mother. His mother and I nursed together. And she introduced us on Valentine's Day, would you believe? So we sort of kind of celebrate Valentine's Day as an anniversary. And then we got married on the 3rd of October. But because I'm a country girl, I was born and raised on a dairy farm. And I always wanted to go to my wedding in a horse and carriage. So I did. Now, here's the funny thing, is my poor husband used to own horses, and then through an event that happened, became allergic to horsehair. So he had to have these allergy tablets leading up to our wedding so he didn't blow up like a bomb. But that's what love is. He did that for me. And he said he was actually telling someone the other day, he said, and I was petrified the whole time that I might blow up like a balloon on our wedding day.
Oh my
goodness.
But anyway, but he didn't tell me that until after I had said to him that I've always wanted to go to my wedding in a horse and carriage. And he didn't tell me the story about the horses till after that. And he wanted, see, isn't that what love does? It's because I probably wouldn't have pushed it if I'd known, but I actually didn't have to push it. He never even questioned it. So but that was cute.
That is
anyway,
really
see, I love my horses. Anyway, my guys, my beautiful friends, Stan and Dr. Laura, thank you very much for being my guests today. We'll have to do it again sometime. And, yeah, we will. We will do this definitely. So thank you for that. And I'm really looking forward to trying the plant-based shake. I had a look on our website just before I came on here, before I spilled water all over the place, my drink all over the place. And it's not in our back office yet. So in Australia, you guys in the US, because I have a lot of viewers in the US, you can get it. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. Thank you very much for that, because I do have a lot of views. Anyway, so remember, here in Bronnie's World, I ask you all really nicely to stay safe, stay informed, be empowered, but do not live in fear, my friends. And when you get to hang around absolutely amazing, funny, gorgeous people like Stan and Dr. Laura, you too will be powerful, beautiful, brilliant, and most definitely very brave. God bless you all, and I'll catch you again tomorrow here in Bronnie's World. Bye now.